insulin, lacrosse, poutine, Canada, the goalie mask, pacemakers, and basketball. These are just a few of the great inventions Canadians have made over the years. On Canada's 150th anniversary, I'd like to start by saying I'm a very proud Canadian. Honorable judges, officers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and fellow cadets, please join me in wishing Canada a happy 150th anniversary. This is a milestone for Canada. We have found ourselves at our sesquicentennial, meaning our 150th anniversary as a nation. As a number, 150 doesn't sound that large, but compared to other nations, we're still in our teenage years. Confederation was not that long ago, only in 1867 that is. To put things in perspective, 1867 Canada had only 2.6 million citizens, and mailing a letter was only 3 cents. Back then, the car was still 20 years out of being made, and Alexander Graham Bell would not invent the telephone for another 10 years past then. Our massive nation is the second largest country in the world, at almost 10 million square kilometers, inhabited by 36 million people. Canada's sovereignty was earned with blood, sweat, hard work, and tears, many events and atrocities that solidified us as our own nation. On July 1st, the British Parliament declared a new domestically self-governing federation known as Canada. At that time, Canada consisted of modern-day Ontario, Quebec, Nova Scotia, and New Brunswick. PEI following soon after in 1873, just after BC, Manitoba, the Northwest Territories, and much later coming Nunavut in 1999. Our massive land stakes claim to the second highest amount of land, and we have access to the most fresh water, holding 1/5 of the world's entire supply. Our forests, mountains, plains, and grasslands, inspiring numerous and great monumental figures. We are a great and diverse people, bilingual with 2 languages, and yet over 20% of Canadians have another mother tongue. We are a multicultural society, home to different ethnic, religious, and national origins. Our nation has a fair share of records and wonders. From coast to coast, our land stretches from the beautiful rainforest and coast of British Columbia to the northern Arctic coastline of the 3 territories. The world's highest tides in the Bay of Fundy to the rocky shores of Newfoundland. Our beautiful red and white flag with a maple leaf in that center has always stood for extreme politeness, peacekeeping, maple syrup, toques, snow, and of course, hockey. I have had the pleasure to live on both the east and the west coasts, visiting many of its provinces, hiking on many of its trails, camping in its many national parks, building snow forts, playing in its national pastime, hockey, kayaking on its water, and seeing some of its expansive mountain ranges. I can truly tell you that we live in a beautiful country. I can trace my ancestry in Canada back to 1826, when my maternal great-great-great-great-grandfather was granted a piece of land from the Queen in northern New Brunswick. It is pretty amazing to know that all those years ago, so many people came from the far reaches of the earth to come settle here in Canada. Whether you love hockey and Wayne Gretzky, space exploration and Chris Hadfield, or music and the Tragically Hip, our nation has fostered an abundant amount of talent and inspired innumerable people to greatness. The sesquicentennial is an opportunity for us to celebrate this wide and diverse land of ours. How do you plan to celebrate? Take part in the special celebration. Sit on the red couch traveling the nation. Plant a tree. Visit a new city. Try new food, or camp in the national park. Did you know, as part of the national celebration, entrance fees to national parks are free this year? We are a young country, a large country, but most of all, we are a proud country. Our country is staking claim across 6 time zones. In 2017, to commemorate this 150th anniversary, I visited Ottawa with my cadet squadron. I will sing our national anthem a little bit louder and wave our flag every single chance I get. As a Canadian, I ask you to reflect on how you are going to celebrate the sesquicentennial of our great nation. Thank you. Merci.